Have you ever felt like you weren't good enough? That there was something wrong with you? That feeling sucks. It can literally stunt our entire life experience, keep us from truly living and accepting opportunities into our life. I have a feeling that you're over feeling that way. So let's introduce you to your inner badass. My name is Brittany, and this is Get Your Shift Together. This feeling that you're not good enough or that there's something wrong with you. I can tell you right now, without going any further, as to why that happens. And that comes from a need for external validation. Without it, we ain't shit. Or at least that's what we've told ourselves. Now, don't feel bad about this, because this is something that sadly you may be conditioned to believe. We are constantly moved to be something different than we are as cultural norms change and shift. We might feel the pressures of those norms or what everyone else is doing that's meant to be the in thing to do. And these changes and new norms are in our face 24/7 on social media. I bring up social media a lot because it's so relevant right now to the pressures we feel surrounding who we are. We share our lives on social media, some of us do. And it becomes the norm. We have moved to a norm where we want to generate validation constantly. We want likes, we want comments. Again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's been the norm for quite some time. But at the deep root of it lies a culture of validation which has literally shaped us. We've been conditioned. We've been bred into this time where validation is everything. Whether that's being a perfect Pinterest mom and your house always looks perfect even though you have a bunch of kids, to being an influencer, or having the perfect aesthetic when drinking your cup of tea in the morning. Everything we do, if we are on social media, is based in displaying ourselves and our lives, and the return with that is validation based in likes and comments. For example, I put my ass on YouTube, a platform that requires you to have a certain number of views and likes and comments and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 6 million people might watch this, or maybe just 6. Does it change my worth in this world if the numbers go one way versus the other? I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter what your answer is. What matters is what my answer is. Frankly, I don't give a fuck. I do this because I love it. And at the end of the day, whether or not I get 6 million or 6 views, I'm still living my best life. I still feel great. I'm still happy. I'm still alive and well and healthy. And none of that changes one iota if this video is never even seen. The only way that would change is if I decide that those views or those likes or those whatever define my worth. If those likes serve as the validation I need for my worth. But here's the thing, we don't just do that with social media, we do that with everything. Social media just adds to what's already shaped us to feel like we need this validation. So whether we're talking about social media or we're talking about people out in the world, we look for that validation and we allow that to define our worth. The same way that we do with comments and likes. It's interesting to really consider this hierarchy of power we've created in our mind. That others have a perceived power over us, that they dictate the worth of others around them. Notice I use the word perceived. If we're being grounded, if we are rooted in reality, we can come to the truthful conclusion that this idea of someone having more value than another is just another story that we've made up, and use our lack of needed validation as evidence that it must be true. We allow ourselves to feel less than, like we're not good enough, we are not worth all of the things in this life that we are welcome to, based on a perceived power that we have given to someone else. Notice that I didn't say someone or something else has made you feel like you weren't good enough. You have made you feel like you're not good enough. I know that sounds really gross and really awful, but hear me out. No one else has made you feel not good enough. No one else has done that. We decide that because we hold that power. You are so fucking powerful that you can literally decide right now and every single moment for the rest of your life how you choose to feel based on someone else's judgment or treatment of you. You are so fucking powerful that you can decide if you want to hand over a pretend stick of power to someone else and say, okay, other human, you shall decide my worth. Literally, not one other human in this world has more power over your worth than you do. And I think that it's an extremely difficult yet powerful lesson to learn. We sit here feeling like we aren't worthy. When we sit here feeling like we need someone else to validate us, we're the only ones doing that to ourselves, us and us alone. And the beauty and magic in coming to that realization is that we can change that. It just takes some reminders sometimes when we're in those moments. Hey, earth to self, I actually am in charge of whether or not I want to feel like shit right now. Sounds easier than it is, Brittany. I didn't say it was easy. You just made that up. But it is doable. We just have to learn to rewrite that script that we've been telling ourselves all along. So this major step on your journey to self-empowerment and getting your shit together, ask yourself who the fuck it is you actually need validation from. Hint, no one. The next time that you're feeling disempowered or lacking self-worth, remind yourself of that fake story that you're holding on to, and remind yourself that you're in charge of it. I love you so much, friends. Thank you for tuning in, for watching these videos, for sharing them, for liking and commenting because, well, it doesn't validate my worth, but it helps other people. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share it with friends, subscribe to my channel. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can find me at Brittany Luna Shifts. If you ever need to reach out, please don't hesitate. My email is in the comments. Would love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for videos or things that you want to learn more about, tools and tips that you need to get your shift together, let me know. I would be happy to put a video together. Stay well.